Grinding tier 2 in Gold Rush just seems painful. Hours of wielding that excavator bucket back and forth from the ditches to the mobile wash plant, transferring buckets of dirt from one piece of machinery to the other, and constantly refueling everything. Even with the mobile fuel tank, it just seemed to be getting me nowhere until I discovered the drilling machine. G'day, welcome to the channel and welcome to today's video. My name's Matt, but you all know me as WFX Malice. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make an easy $300,000 plus in less than 40 minutes. Now, I didn't ever consider buying the drilling machine. It seemed like an end game piece of machinery to me until I had an ad come up in the top of the screen. Usually these retail at $72,000, which isn't cheap when you're grinding out tier 2. I managed to pick mine up for about $64,000 and I'm glad I did. When I started using this piece of machinery, I had 0 gold in my inventory and I quickly managed to get about 2.5 kilos worth of gold, which is where I started recording this video. You see, I'd been Googling how to advance in tier 2 quickly and I didn't really find anything useful. There was a lot of people telling you how to set up a wash plant, which is pretty self-explanatory. There was another guy showing you how you could put a bunch of buckets around the outside of your mobile wash plant back in the early days of the game, and it would manage to collect all the dirt that falls out of the machine. They've obviously since patched that, and to be honest, that's probably a little bit of a glitch. The process is simple. All you have to do is get in your drilling machine, drive to each plot on your claim, put on the handbrake, press F to engage the drill and press R to retract it. Each plot has its own unique set of properties showing you how rich the soil is in gold and at what depth. All you have to do to make this visible is drill that particular plot once. The big kicker is, there's a good chance you're going to find a decent sized nugget every time you drill a plot. And no, it doesn't seem that drilling the same plot multiple times will get you a better chance of getting a gold nugget. It seems to be a random number generator per plot, not per drill. But I gave it a go anyway. If I had have realised exactly how much gold you could get out of just using the drilling machine, I don't think I would have bothered buying the mobile wash plant or the excavator. Instead, I would have gone straight from tier 1 to the drilling machine, started drilling out my entire land claim, getting every plot uncovered, then go and smelt all that gold and go and buy the big excavator, the generator, the fuel tank, and everything you need to create your main wash plant. So let's get down to the juicy statistics. I drilled 62 plots in 40 minutes, getting 24 gold nuggets, averaging at 266 grams per nugget. The smallest rare nugget being 60 grams, everything else was about 120 grams plus, and the largest being 487 grams, which actually made me fall out the drilling machine. The movement speed of the drilling machine is quite good. It does travel fairly fast. It's a lot quicker to move around than the excavator. The steering isn't too bad, apart from one minor flaw, and that's when you reverse, the steering direction changes. So it doesn't operate like a normal vehicle. The way the tracks seem to operate with the forwards and reverse movement just seems to be backwards to what you think once you start reversing. So be mindful of that. It's a little bit confusing when you're going in reverse. Otherwise, it's fairly easy to maneuver. It does get stuck on large hills, so if you're traveling up a steep hill, you may want to take a wide berth and perhaps go around it. Other than that, it's good fun to drive around in and it's relatively easy to use. Knowing what I know now, I'm going to say for anyone starting out in the game, get yourself a hogwash pump, then grind out until you can afford a wavetable. You'll get a much higher gold yield off the wavetable rather than panning, and it saves you a lot of time. Don't bother about the magnetite separator or the magnetite trailer just yet. Keep saving until you can get yourself the drilling machine. Drill out all your plots, go and take that gold to the blacksmith, and as you can see here, I've managed to get 14 18-ounce gold bullions plus a bit of change. Well, technically 15, but I had to go and sell one so I could afford to smelt the rest of the gold. Now, the gold value wasn't the best, but it also wasn't the worst. I could have waited a little bit longer, but as you can see here, we turned all of that into $300,000, keeping in mind I did start with $13,000. but it gave me enough to go and buy all the main machinery I needed for my main wash plant. Now it's just time to set it up and let the money roll in. If you've got any hints and tips, leave them in the comments down below. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It does help the channel out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.